Welcome back. Now let's send it to Reina Murphy, who attended the iStomp for Haiti performance by Kappa Alpha Psi.
On Tuesday, February 9th, 2 members of Kappa Alpha Psi and 1 member of Lambda Sigma Epsilon grabbed everyone's attention in the cafeteria during lunch by stepping. The 2 organizations teamed together in order to raise canned goods and clothing items to send to people in Haiti. The event was last minute, so the men who stepped only had a few days to practice.
Well, scheduling our practices was hard, and especially in that week, but we practiced about 3 days for about an hour and a half each day.
Freshman Carlos Miranda came up with the idea to have a stepping show to raise awareness for Haiti. By the end of the week, the event turned out to be very successful.
The event turned out better than we thought because I know the boxes have been emptied a couple of times before we did iStomp for Haiti, but afterwards the boxes filled up, especially the clothing, which was a surprise. I thought the food would do better, but it turned out really good.
With such little practice and notice of the event, the men definitely put on a great show for an even greater cause. I'm Reina Murphy, reporting for KNBU TV.
Thanks, Reina. Next, Devin Wilson talked to Ray James about the 12th annual honor band held at Baker's campus.
For the 12th straight year, Baker University hosted the Concert Honor Band Festival last Thursday in Rice Auditorium. During the day, 14 area high schools gained valuable experience from conductor Gregory J. Torres, the director of bands at Nicholls State University in Louisiana. Ray James, Baker's director of bands, says he was pleased with the turnout of the students.
And the idea was to take outstanding area musicians, high school musicians, bring them to campus. A lot of the area bands, especially some of the smaller bands, the students don't play in as full of instrumentation. So we bring those students to campus. We form a big band. It usually goes from around 70 to 100 according to the year. And it's a good instrumentation and with top students from the area, and they get to play top music, some of which their bands may not be able to play.
The evening was capped off with a performance by the Baker University Symphonic Winds under director Mr. James.
Baker Band performs because it is a recruiting tool for us. I want the students coming in to hear the Baker Band perform. Sometimes that creates a problem because we're back only 2 weeks from interterm, and we have to give a concert. So we did all new music in 2 weeks, and that pushes us a little bit, but it's always good to play for the students.
High school honor band made up of participating high school's top musicians took the stage following Baker's performance. The band's 5 songs were directed by Mr. Torres.
I choose a clinician to come in, and I look for someone who has really good credentials at the high school level, who has a good rapport with those kind of students. And this year we've got Greg Torres. Greg Torres was director of bands at Nicholls State. Greg has been there, like I say, for 20 years, came in and did a very, very nice job. I usually direct one number with the band because I want them to know who I am and get used to me a little bit. And then the clinician also conducts once with our symphonic winds.
The Baker University Band will now focus on training for its next performance on March 11th. This has been Devin Wilson, KNBU TV.
Thanks, Devin. Next Tuesday, the University Bookstore will be shutting its doors for a transition period to new ownership. The bookstore, which has currently been owned by Nebraska Book, will be under new management through a company called Follett. Until then, all merchandise in the store is being sold at clearance rates up to 75% off. The new company will bring in a new mixture of apparel and merchandise for students, faculty, and visitors. The new company will still be buying spring semester books back from students. Up next, we have our question of the week with Chris Atlakson.
For spring break, I will probably go home and hang around with family and friends and just take some time to relax, get away from school.
I plan on road tripping to Washington, D.C. to see my sister and my brother-in-law, and then we'll probably drive from there to Ohio to see my grandparents, and then drive back, maybe.
And my plans for spring break is to have track practice and meets, so that's about it.
This spring break, I'm going to Malibu, California, and I'm going to go to LA also and go to a Lakers game, and then also just hang out on the beach with my boyfriend.
My family and I were going to Louisiana to visit my grandfather.
I'm going home back to Colorado to go skiing for the first time.
Thanks, Chris. Don't go away. Up next, we have sports coverage.